that them fake Jews, them Ashkenazi, claimed right to return to take land while using your name, while Israel was the American Indian, right? The Constitution, a pro-slavery compact, right? The iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah, the north. Of Israel, that'd be in the north. Of Judah, that'd be the south. If Judah is Britain, and when you look at the flags, flags of the right, Confederate, let's go down. I don't want it there. I want it here. All right, here is Georgia, right? Georgia, notice everything right here? In God we trust, right? And then, what is it? Confederate flags. I gotta figure this one out real quick. Hold on, let's not take that turn yet. Not just yet. Mm. We're gonna have to find that one again. We done lost that flag. Alright, the Confederate States, Mississippi, and X. You know what the X is, or if you don't know what it is that's what they call it today. Did they call it that back then? I have no idea. But you see what's going on, all the X's, right? Okay, so that's, you take the one in the center, and you're left with blue corners, 4 corners pointing at the center. You divide it again, 4, then you get 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the mains. The main are the red branches. Okay, so let's go back. Now, Carolina, right? You see what that is? That's Moab. Excuse me, Psalms 83. You pick one. It's probably Moab. All right, Mississippi, X, Confederate, right? So that's British, right? Florida, X. We already know that this X is actually what? That's Spain, right? Alabama, same X, Spain. Georgia, this is going to trip you out. I'm going to match this up with a Cherokee flag pretty soon. Just give it some time. It's going to be the same stripes, same stars, same position. Here's Louisiana. This is a stork. This is a crane. They're all in the same species under their Latin name. This is a Tyrian bird out of this book that I have. It tells you it's the symbol of the people of Tyr. Now, don't worry about that because Tyr connects them to Ham, which connects them to Egypt through the Louisiana. Texas, don't even worry about that one. Look at Arkansas. Arkansas has these borders. Now I want you to see this. See this star pointed down? All the other stars are pointed relatively up. See, this one's pointed the other way, right? This one pointed up. This one's pointed down. So it makes me think there's an arrow. Went over this with Vincent. Now, some of the key to this is right here. I've never seen a flag with a date on there. So when you look up May 20th, 1775, this is what's going to give you. It's going to give you Declaration of Independence. Well, I thought me and you was already told Declaration of Independence was at another time, 1776. Now, if you look right here, they're saying 1775. Now, then you get what? You get this awesome dance that comes up. Everybody attended, and it's Yorktown. It's the Battle of Yorktown in Virginia. This is the Revolutionary War when all black people died. Now, what's this one right here? This is April 12, 1776, right? And it's the Congress authorizes delegates of the Second Continental Congress to vote for independence. See, we're not told anything about any of this because these are all melanated people. And they're trying to hide these actions. If you don't believe me, take 5 minutes. Now you know you got HBO, Watchmen, okay? Now, the intro is Tulsa, 1921. Now, if you understand what's going on, the Indians that are black get sent to Oklahoma as a punishment. They build a great city, and what you see that happens in Tulsa is insurrection. And you see the black people getting shot in the streets with their well-dressed clothes, their suits. And you see white people shooting. You see a white man trying out a piano. Now again, if you're in defense of Tulsa, you're not going to sit down and try out a piano. But if you're looting and stealing, of course, this is a prime piece of equipment that you've never had access to before. Now remember, by episode 4, they have a booth where melanated people from Oklahoma can take their saliva and put it in the booth, and you can tell the atrocities that had happened to your bloodline. And you get what is called Robert Redfordations. It's a payment for the destruction that happened from 1921. Now, of course, this is just a TV show. But again, when we talk about this TV show, before the first episode aired, in real life, they were digging up the victims of Tulsa in 1921. Once the episode aired, in the TV show, they were digging up the victims of Tulsa in 1921. Right now, they're trying to decide if they're going to call, in real life, if they're going to call Tulsa a national heritage, a national graveyard. Because we really just don't understand the volume of insurrection or massacre or riots that occurred that day. Again, I don't know what makes the difference on the name. Here's 1863, Insurrection of New York. That's the dental, right? 1893, North Carolina. See how 30 years it took to reach down. The insurrection, it's a massacre. A massacre is a massacre. A riot, that means they put up a good fight. When you go into the Wilmington insurrection, you're told right off the bat it's a race riot. We've looked at this many times. It's stated white people overthrew the government. And that they're leaving out the color of the government then. Fair use.
Men, women, coast. Of course, everybody knows about Europeans going to Africa and taking the people off into slavery. It's taught in schools. White slavery is not so well known. The Barbary Coast was named after the Berbers who were to slavery. It's taught in schools.
Here we have slavery. It's taught in schools.
White slavery is not so well known.
White slavery is not so well known. Look at him doing this video with a fucking revolver in front in case anybody tries to stop him from teaching that white people were slaves. Have you ever seen a person do a video with a fucking gun in view and the video not be about guns? I need people to really understand. He's doing a goddamn video about white slavery with a fucking gun. What is the message that he is giving? Is he giving a message, I'm going to talk about it? Is he giving the message, I'm not going back in chains?
The Barbary Coast was named after the Berbers who originally lived there and included countries like Algeria, Tunisia, and modern...
I'm going to stop here. I'm going to make this, I'm going to erase these 3 videos. The next video is going to be the rest of these. I'm going to look real quick. I'm going to show you very quickly that you're brainwashed. How do we get out of this? It says the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah. The north is Israel. Judah is the south. Is exceedingly great, and the land is full of blood, and the city is full of perverseness. If you look at what they say about 7 Hills, right? Virginia. For they say, the Lord hath forsaken the earth, the Lord seeth not. We will proceed with a critical examination of the American Constitution and its relations to slavery. Now again, I think this is a misquote. This is his book versus my silly argument. Article 1, Section 9, it is declared the migration or importation, again, you're prisoner of war, importation, of such persons of any of the states are the masters, now existing shall think proper to admit, they shall think it correct to admit, shall not be prohibited, shall not be blocked by Congress prior to the year 1801, but a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation, not exceeding $10 for each person. Now again, my presumption of what this means and what it actually means could be 2 very well different things. Let's go further. Black Confederate soldiers. Want to see this? I'll show you the secret. Alright, there's the real picture. There's the portrait. Alright, there's the hand-drawn portrait. Do you see these soldiers right here? You see them right back up here. Alright? I'm going to tell you how you can tell this is fake. Union soldier, right? What is the Union wearing? Blue. Blue. Do you see any of them with any medals? It's that right there. Where are their medals? This guy might have one. Let's see if we get a better angle. No? Now, in this picture that we're going to look at on another page, these guys are all wearing white or gray. It was the blue coats, this guy, versus the gray coats, these guys. So why is this image of them all together in the same... These are opposing forces. This is Union. This is Confederate. Why? See the little Moabite hat? The little drummer boy? So this picture is kind of false, wouldn't it be? But here you have it. So he's the one that's in, where's his medals? See his medal? They're blue coats with the gloves. You see the yellow gloves? You see the yellow gloves this white man is wearing, who should not be pictured with these guys? Look at this again. You see this? You see the medals right there on their chest. When you see white people dressed in this regalia, look for their fucking medals. They want to tell you these are slaves. This motherfucker got more medals than people do today. You want me to believe he's a slave? He must have been going up and picking up medals off the battlefield, right? Before they were awarded to the dead soldiers, right? People, you choose to not read. So anybody can lie to you about anything. 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 Black soldiers, medals. But you're too photo driven. You won't read. Voices of the Civil War. They're fucking cowboys. See, they call this guy false. But he's real. He is the real deal. They're the ones that's false. If the Battle of Yorktown, all black people died, then what the fuck are the white people holding the Confederate flag for? To protect their heritage. Good luck. You guys are fighting for backward shit. Juneteenth. The white people in the South were still in fucking chains. Black Union soldiers had to go down into the South and free them from black people that would not release them. Slavery ended. In America. See how they don't put America up because it never ended here? And tell you the year. 1863. Tell you the month? See, it's not a manumission. That's the only damn thing we done learned from that big head shit. What a big head Olmec. When was emancipation? Boy, they just jumped right in. They ain't even gonna tell you the date. Huh. Wow. Huh. Let's try it again. January. So listen. This country is so big. Slavery is abolished. Right? Neither slave nor involuntary servitude, neither white person nor British person. Right? In January. It took January, February, March, April, May, mid-June. 11th? No. 12th? No. 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and not the 20th. It took the 10th days. Get it? 13th through the 19th, that's about 7 days, for the black troops to free the white people. as far down as Texas. Think I'm bullshitting? Stop listening to people and grab a fucking book. I already told you. 2 white authors that are telling you white people are the slaves. I'm showing you this guy, right? They're fucking pirates. Right? I've shown you melanated people that told you the same story over and over. 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4. That's 32 motherfucking hours these women and their viewers spent discussing this. You were so busy watching porno. Maybe you were bowling or some other stupid shit. And this is why you're separated from your history. My people died for purposely choosing to be fucking ignorant. What does it sound like when someone is rebuked? Does it sound sweet? You shouldn't do that, Johnny. Didn't Nehemiah rebuke those children when he pulled their hair out and screamed and cussed them out? I don't like to be, oh, my feelings are hurt. Oh, this is for your soul, right? For your soul. You're still worried about your fucking feelings.